Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is RJ. So today we're dropping into Mining Blocks. We're going to be checking out how our account is doing. We're also going to be taking a look at upgrading your miners, what you need to do that, and how much it's going to cost you. So keep watching. Hey guys, RJ here. Welcome to another video. And remember, if this is your first time visiting my channel and you want to learn more about how to earn cryptocurrency for free, about cloud mining sites, crypto investments, and lots of other crypto related stuff, hit that subscribe button and don't forget to tag that notification bell to be alerted to all my latest content as it comes online. Okay, so as you can see, we are here at the Mining Blocks site. So if we drop into our account, we're just going to take a quick look at the numbers and how we are getting on. Okay, so we'll click here. So the last time we did a video was 5 days ago, and 5 days ago we were at level 11. You can now see we are at level 14 and receiving a 4.2% boost to our power. We were receiving a 3.3 5 days ago, so we've nearly boosted by a full 1%. So at the end of the day, I mean, obviously you're gaining this by doing the short links and all that kind of stuff, but obviously they're not giving you a huge amount of power for those things, or basically XP experience for those things. Also, as well, as you go up through the levels, you require more and more experience to complete these, complete that bar to get up to the next level. So it does start to slow down a bit. So the fact that we've gained nearly a full 1% in that short period of time, I'm actually really happy with that. So our H power, or hashing power, 5 days ago, we were 0.5330. So 5330 gigahashes. You can now see we're at 0.6530. So again, we have boosted ourselves by quite a bit. So again, that's all adding to how much you're earning from your mining pool and that kind of stuff, which is obviously at the end of the day why we were here, because the more you're earning, the more it's going to allow you to either upgrade your miners, buy miners, craft miners, or withdraw, which is good, really, at the end of the day, the final goal, to get those coins out and get them into your wallets. Now, you are going to notice that from my last video, we have acquired a lot of new coins, and this is simply down to you guys. So a massive thank you to the few of you that have actually used my link. It really does help me, and it really does support my channel. So yeah, massive thank you to everyone that has used my referral link. I really do appreciate it. And that actually leads me into the next thing, which for you guys is very important. And I really want to point this out, because I'm worried a lot of you are sitting at home in this using this program, doing the offer walls, doing the short links, and not understanding why you're not earning anything. So let's quickly dive into my referral list, and I want to show you something. But before we get into that, I do want to point something out, which is a bit of a negative on the site. So I'm hoping that the people from Mining Blocks do watch this and do adjust this. Now, in the past, I've always encouraged you guys to use ad blockers, but basically over the years, I've come to realize that ads are a massively important thing to sites like this, because as I stated in the first video, when we looked back at Miner Farm back in 2017, it was brilliant, going really well, but then got massively huge amounts of members, couldn't keep up with the demand of withdrawals and stuff like that, and essentially started to collapse and then eventually disappeared. And I said that one of the big things that Mining Blocks had done was they'd incorporated ads into their website to essentially give them another means of income apart from people investing, which is really, really good, because obviously it makes sustainability of the site a lot easier. The only thing is, so basically now I sort of say to you guys, you know, with programs like this, don't put your ad blockers on. Make sure that the ads are running. You don't need to click on them, but just make sure they are running. But something got brought to my attention today that I want to share with you, and just keep an eye on it. But because of this, I'm going to have to turn my ads off. So if we go into the chat, basically it says up here, we go to, where is it? Anon. So this person has spotted that one of the ads on the site is of a mature nature. The banner doesn't really show all that much, but the thing is, I know there's a lot of people out there that don't want to see this kind of thing. You know, maybe you've got children running around and stuff like that. So basically, just be careful when you come onto this site. You might have actually seen it flash up right at the beginning of the video. If you didn't, go back to the beginning of the video. I think it was on the screen for maybe 5 or 10 seconds, and then the site sort of sorted itself out, and it's at the bottom of this window. But it's also in other windows as well. So that is why I'm going to turn my ads off for basically this video, because I don't want you guys to have to see that. But I'm also hoping that Mining Blocks are going to maybe watch this video and get that removed from their site. I did put on here, if we scroll down here, so this is me to RMBS, because he basically just said, we'll use Brave Browser and use the ad blocker, and that'll get rid of it. The only problem with that, as what I stated here, is it removes all of the ads from the whole site. And the thing is a lot of these ads, like I say, are a revenue stream for the site. So you don't really want to remove that, because if you start removing that, that then makes it harder and harder for these guys to like improve the site, develop the site, you know, and keep it running. So like I said, with a lot of these sites now, I just leave the ads running. You just don't click on them. You just don't need to click on them, but they're still getting some kind of commission for just having those ads on there. So like I say, but I'm going to turn mine off for the reasons I've just stated. Okay, so you'll see now that one, that banner that was just here has gone, and if we scroll down here, there was 2 here, they've gone as well. But I'm only doing it for the sole purpose of this video, and once I'm finished, I will turn those ads back on and allow them to run. Okay, so anyway, let's dive into our referral list. So if we go there, that's where your referrals are. Obviously, this is where your inventory is and stuff like that. So this is my referral list, and what I want to point out to you, and this is basically to people that have joined up. I mean, you guys might have done this on purpose. There might be a reason why you have done this, but for me, looking at it just on face value, all I see is that you're not going to be earning. So basically, as you can see here, Mamads, they're not a member of a pool. Z Good, not a member of a pool. Scroll down. Burning Crime, not a member of a pool. What, Newgrows 81, not a member of a pool. So these people are not earning, because essentially you have to be in a pool to earn, whether it be Block, whether it be Tron, whether it would be Tezos, ADA, Litecoin, Redcoin, whatever it is, you've got to be in a pool to do that. So unless, and maybe, I don't know, maybe they've all come into the program and opened up pools themselves. I don't know, but I'm just seeing it in the listing there. So if any of you that I've just talked about, and there's a few others as well, if you're sitting there doing everything that you should be doing, and I'm wondering why you're not earning, it's basically because you've got to be a member of a pool to earn in this program. Okay, so one of the big things that you guys are going to get into is obviously purchasing new miners, but you can also craft miners from the parts that we earn from the faucet. So let's go and quickly do our faucet. I'm not sure if we're going to get any parts. We might just get a payout. It is crab. Yeah, there's a crab. Oh, there you go. So we got a graphic card. So basically, as I mentioned in the first video, the great thing with this faucet, which you can do every 15 minutes, is not only does it give you block, which is the in-game currency, it also gives you various different parts for you to craft new miners. And for those of you that are new to mining blocks and don't know a whole lot about it, but think it looks like a fun and interesting way to earn yourself some free crypto, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a link in the description to a tutorial. Now that's going to give you a lot more information and give you a better understanding of what you need to do to get your accounts up and running and earning some of those free coins. And if you go right the way to the end of this video, that link will be there also, so you can just click straight on it and get watching. And if we dive into the crafting section, you can see here I've got enough parts to craft this miner, enough parts to craft this miner, this miner. I need a few to get the big miner, but I've got plenty to do the eco miner and the small miner overclock edition, and even the mid miner. Now this is one in the last video. I think I was missing a few of these T1 power supplies. I've got that fully now. This is the next miner I'm aiming for, which requires 1.4 blocks to craft. So basically you get all the parts for free, which when you compare it to something like Rollercoin, where you have to purchase like the parts case, or you have to go and buy the parts from the marketplace, these guys are giving you all those parts for absolutely free just by doing that faucet every 15 minutes. And then all you've got to do is come up with enough block to then craft. And this is the thing, this is sort of why I was encouraging a lot of you to go and sign up to a block pool to begin with, because if you're crafting miners, you can only craft them using blocks. Sure, you can purchase miners from the marketplace in different currencies, but if you're going to craft them with all these free parts you're being given, and why wouldn't you really, you can only use block. So just bear that in mind. But we're going to be looking today at upgrading our miners. Also as well, in the last video, if you remember, we bought this miner, but we didn't get it up and running. We now have got it up and running. If we dive into inventory, you'll see here, basically, I managed to raise 0.25 block. And if we go into power supplies, you can see here we've got our small power generator, which is what I talked about in the last video. That gives me 30 watts. If we go back to miners, I've got 3 miners running, and I've actually only used 14 watts out of that 35 watts. So that's really good, because you've still got room to grow, as it were. So here is my small G1 overclocked edition miner that is running. That is giving me 0.11 gigahashes, and you'll see the +2 next to it. That means I've upgraded it twice. Now you've got the starter miner here, which I upgraded once, and I said that because it's such low power, it's not really worth upgrading. Well, I'm going to take that back, basically because for you guys that are just starting out, you guys that are just starting out, you know, yes, you can sort of, you know, you can build up those coins and wait until you can buy a miner from either the marketplace, or you can craft a miner from the parts you've been given, or, well, so they're kind of the two options. But the thing is if you've only got your starter miner, that's going to take a while, but you're still going to be earning coins. So what you could do, if you're mining block, you could actually upgrade your starter miner. You will need to probably purchase a couple of the lower power generators. So if we go back in here, power supply, so you might have to at least buy one of these, because when I upgraded the starter miner, it did jump up from 1 watts required to 2 watts. So you might need to buy a couple of those low generators. But when you start off, you have 5 spaces and you're only using 2, because one is taken up by your starter miner and the other one is taken up by your power supply. So you've got 3 more spaces that if you require, you could buy 3 of those low, cheap 1 watt power supplies, and then that gives you a bit of leeway on on upgrading your starter miner. So to do this is really, really easy. First thing what you want to do is you've got to unequip your miner. So you've got to unequip your miner, and then what you do is go to upgrade. And now this is the important thing, and why you need to be doing that faucet every 15 minutes, because just like the crafting, you require parts to upgrade your miner. And again, how cool is it, the fact that you've not got to go and buy the parts from a shop or anything like that? You are being given them. So as long as you've got the coin to essentially craft it or upgrade it, the parts should all be there already in your account. So if you click upgrade here, look, it's telling you that you need 1 T1 chip, and it's going to cost you a really, really small amount. So even if you've got a very low account, you should easily be having that amount of block in your account, enabling you to upgrade your miner. I believe the maximum your miner can be upgraded is 10 times. I could be wrong. I'm not sure if I read that somewhere, but for some weird reason I have that number in my mind, that it can be upgraded 10 times. Obviously, there are people out there that have watched my videos that have been on this platform a lot longer. If you know any better, or basically if you can, if you can confirm whether it is 10 times or whether it's more times, is it unlimited amount of times, post it in the below this video, because that really helps everybody. Again, I love it when you guys get that community spirit going and you start, posting your hints and tips, posting any info about the platform that is going to be helpful to everybody else. So like I say, I'm shouting out to you guys that have been on this platform longer. If I'm incorrect with its 10 times, then put a post below the video. Let us know what it is. Is it more? Is it less? Is it unlimited? We all want to know, but it would be massively helpful if you could do that. So then, once you're at this stage, you've got all your amount of parts, you can then just click upgrade. So you click upgrade. It's instantly upgraded. You can see it's upgraded because we go from a +1 to a +2. We're still only using 2 watts, but obviously our power has been bumped up. And if we go back to our dashboard, if we go back to our dashboard, you can see we were at 6530. We're now at 65. No, that can't be right. So anyway, if we drop back into the inventory, so I want to upgrade this again. So we also, once you've upgraded, make sure you click equip. That's another, actually why that wouldn't actually be showing. Yes, now it has changed. What you saw there is what it was when we had removed the power. So if we go back to the dashboard, so it's 6531 now. So it was 6530. It's now 6531, which I know is not a massive amount. But like I say, if you've got an early account, the more you can upgrade that starter miner, one, it means that you've not got to go and buy a new miner, but you're still going to be sort of slowly moving up the rankings in your pool, and you're going to be earning a little bit extra. Every time you do an upgrade, you're going to be earning a little bit extra, because you might well be jumping over people that have not bothered upgrading. This is something, again, you've got to keep remembering. that this works just like a normal mining pool that runs a POW system, which is a proof of work system, that the more power you have, the more money or more coins you are going to earn. And also as well, just like Rollercoin, if you purchase a load of miners and then do nothing else, eventually you will start slipping down those rankings because people are passing you, because those people are working at the program, those people are building their accounts, and those people are moving past you on that leaderboard, and therefore they are going to be taking away your earnings. So all you're going to see after a while is your earnings get less and less and less. But if you're building your account, you will just see your earnings get more and more and more. And that is how it works, and that is what you got to remember. So if we just drop back into the inventory, because what's interesting is, as I've upgraded this twice already, when we click upgrade on this, you will see how many parts that you actually start to require. So I've upgraded it twice, and we're still only at a requirement of 8 watts, which is really good. So if we upgrade this now, look, you can see we need 3 T1 chips, we need 3 T2 chips, we need 3 T1 graphic cards, and we need 3 T1 fans. So that is, that is obviously, it starts getting more and more of, like the requirements get more and more and more, which is another reason why you got to keep doing that 15-minute faucet, so you can keep earning those free parts. You'll see as well, it's going to cost us 0.075 to upgrade that. So if we click upgrade, okay, so we're upgraded, so we're now at 0.12 and we're on a +3 upgrade. So let's quickly look. So dashboard, so without that in place, we're at 0.5378 gigahashes. And if we go back into our inventory and then equip that, so equip, oh, in fact, actually, let's just have a quick upgrade and see what the next one is required. Also as well, you see we're still only using 8 watts, which again is really good. So that would then take us to 2 T2 chips, but then we're starting to require power supplies, because at this point is when that is going to jump. So because that is going to be 2 T2 power supplies, so that means that your wattage required is going to jump. So bear that in mind. If you're sort of really on the edge of how much power you've got and you can't afford to maybe buy any more power, as soon as your upgrade says you've got to add power supplies, don't do it. Or just remember that is then going to basically require you to use or need more power. So again, think to yourself, right, I can't afford another power supply. I'm virtually at the limit of what I've got. So maybe I'll just leave that until I've earned some more coins, and then I can maybe go and craft a new miner or buy a new miner or something like that. I mean, you could also go and maybe, well, no, because obviously if you're purchasing even a lower miner, you're still adding more wattage to the requirement. So yeah, so like I say, you've got to decide, can you afford more power, or have you got enough power with what you're currently holding in your account to allow that upgrade to go ahead and to do that upgrade. So that, like I say, it's just sort of things that you've got to think about, because obviously if you do that and you've not got enough power, that miner will stop running. It won't just stick to the lower level, it will stop because you don't have enough power. So just bear that in mind, because you could end up in a situation where you can't mine. Because I don't think you can't ungrade and upgrade, you know what I mean? You can't go back, so you would have to either go and purchase more power or not mine. So again, like I say, just bear that in mind. So we'll cancel that, and then we want to equip it. Okay, so if we go back in, So we've gone up like basic. So we were, what was it, 653.1, I believe it was, and then we're now at 6,678. So that's actually quite a nice jump. And then obviously that's going to bring us more basically mining rewards. But obviously we'll continue to do the short links, continue to do the PTC ads, we'll continue to do that 15-minute faucet. So all of that is going to be adding again to that bar. But now we've got more power. That 4% means more. So again, so not only have you boosted your miner, but essentially your boost now gives you more, because 4% of what we had, or what 4% of what we've got, should I say, is more than 4% of what we had. So again, it's a win-win on that kind of level. Okay, I'm going to leave that there, short and sweet. So I hope you found it helpful and informative. And if you are interested in that earlier video that I talked about, it's probably on your screen right now. So get clicking and get watching. And if you can smash that like button, it really, really does support my channel, which then helps me make more content to help you. So take care, have a great rest of your week, and I'll speak to you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.